Hey everyone, today is July 13th, 2025, and yeah, I don't know where my phone is, but I had something to say. Give me one second. Yeah, it was a bit of a rough week. Um, yeah, the work I pretty much went through this week was just uh, pretty tedious, I guess. But yeah, sorry for my appearance. I just today was just I don't know, a lot of self reflection, I guess. Not really. Just like trying to learn how to do things alone. But yeah, I didn't want to wash my hair and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how to start. So this week was good. Not good, but just a lot of ups and downs. I feel like. But yeah, work was fine. Was looking forward to like a little gathering with like other interns at a little like party that was scheduled. Um, yeah, I got an interview coming up that has to do with like product management. So I've been like trying to study or like at least get caught up on um on how to take these interviews because I feel like it's like my first one that I'm actually being tested on. I'm a little bit nervous because it literally like controls like what I'm gonna be doing in the next 3 months or 4 months, and I feel like I'm really nervous because I feel like it's my only shot, and it could be either great for my resume or just end up in great disappointment. And I know I shouldn't be putting too much high hope, but I really need myself to try my best, and I've been trying to motivate myself and and whatnot. But yeah, Friday, like I went to the gathering and or like party, whatever, and honestly, I had a little too much, and that really impacted me because I was with people I was like unfamiliar with. I was experiencing so like extreme uh, paranoia. I was just really conscious of like how I am perceived by other people that I don't really like know me, and I didn't want to seem like a bitch, but I just like try to keep my mouth shut the entire time, but it just like it just felt like really embarrassing to like tell other people I'm embarrassed, and because I didn't want them to see me in that state that I was just like not in control of, and just like after the party, I just felt like really really ashamed, and it just I felt like it took me 3, 4, 5 steps back from my my starting of like my healing, and it really impacted like the way I'm like perceiving myself. I thought I was on like a good path onto like loving myself, and honestly I was feeling that love, like enjoying my new life in a sense, or like, a sense of like isolation, and I won't say isolation, but it's something like be trying to be self sufficient for myself and experiencing new things. I'm not really sure if that really makes sense, but yeah, I just felt like super self-conscious of the way I was trying to be perceived to other people, and that included like people like I liked and that I wanted to like me. And maybe it's because I was in a different, like unfamiliar environment. I started to feel the extreme like paranoia that really affected me, like how I want to be portrayed, and I didn't want to, because I've had experiences in the past where I wasn't myself because of my my tolerance, and that really impacted my health a lot because I was just extremely depressed and really like regretful of like things I did without myself my own self control. And because of that, like that past trauma really affected me while like on Friday, while at the party. So then that really like that really fucked up like I wanted how I was feeling. And I tried to keep my mouth shut. And then I did write like while I after I left to see my friend, one of my best friends. He is my best friend. I wrote notes to myself telling myself that I'm weird as fuck. I'm a fucking idiot, and and I just said like I wrote to myself, I can't talk to any of these people again because of my paranoia that I did something wrong while I was intoxicated. And I just really paranoid of anything I said to these people that I barely know, that I wanted to create a connection to, but I wasn't in the right mind or in the right state to really communicate with them like how I actually am. And because I was in that state, I felt like I wasn't being perceived right by them. And this that's the thing that sucks because I'll probably see them on Monday and I might be just really paranoid of like I was just paranoid the entire time that I did something wrong or said something wrong. But like hopefully the good side is that I didn't do any of that. And I don't know, like I just like my my drunk self was or intoxicated self was just texting to me like I don't know if I was being crazy or just super impacted by the intoxication, but I was just hitting myself. I was just really digging deep, telling me I'm like a weirdo, but I don't know anymore. But yeah. But after that, I talked it over with my best friend, and I'm honestly so grateful for him. And we're just talking about like making new friends and how I'll be able to trust people again. Like because in the past I've encountered like people that I've put my entire trust in, and that ended up backfiring on me and being betrayed. So that's why my trust issues are were like at a all time high, and I only want to be close and keep my current close friends as my only friends forever. But I know that being in a new state and across the country, I would need to make new friends. And due to this, due to this like recent event, I felt like, in summary, I felt like I just made a mistake that might not have even done. And I don't know, I'm just like really nervous and did I say worried already? I'm not sure. I was really nervous and worried if I did anything wrong, or like just making new friends and like letting people in is just hard right now. And after talking with my friend, like he just let me know that you just gotta put your trust in people, and little by little, and then slowly they'll be worthy of your trust, and you'll be close. But I'm honestly, I don't know. Like I feel like I blocked myself off after Friday, and then I was just thinking about the whole day, and I don't know. Yeah, I just had a lot of like self shame, and thinking that yeah, maybe like I am insecure of myself, and because of my insecurities, that made me want to be perceived differently by other people, trying to be like cool and all to people I don't really know. But I think all I have to do is just be me, and if they don't like me, then if they don't like my true self, then they aren't worth like being my friend at all. But yeah, and then today I was supposed to go to church. Actually, no, after Friday, I went to San Jose, and give me 1 second. I'm doing a call right now. I'm not doing a call, but doing a video. But pretty much it's just like oh my god, I just forgot my entire like train of thought. But this is supposed to be like my secret diary, but I had to I can't even get my thoughts straight. But like on Saturday, I just was just thinking the whole day. Spent time with my best friend, and I came back just like contemplating about the right course of action. But really, I just well, what's done is done, and honestly, if I made a mistake, I made a mistake. But yeah, today I'm supposed to go to the gym, but I just not the gym. I'm supposed to go to church because I was just like after that like I really need like church, and a lot of like past like in college or back at college in Boston. I went to this church group, and they really emphasize like um the importance of like sobriety, because to be one of like God's like servants, you have to be ready. And um one of the things they mention is like if you're if you're drunk or high, you're not in the right like um you're not in the right mind to pass on God's message and fight for God. And honestly, that was right. Um, but slowly and slowly, like I stopped going to church as much and stopped reading the Bible, and that really impacted like my headspace. I was just like, maybe I could just dive a little deeper into like alcohol and whatnot, and just a little bit wouldn't hurt. And I just slowly just lose my I guess self control, and end up to like this again, and it just like became a cycle. Always, just like always like this, and I don't know. But yeah, and today I just didn't want to cook. I ran out of groceries, but had had some KFC. Yeah, there was like a buy one get one free deal, and then yeah, um, didn't wash my hair, as you can see. It's just like super bad. And then one of the things that really impacted me was just like someone like making fun of like someone's like insecurity, and I have that insecurity. I'm just really like, damn, am I really hanging with the right people? Like, if people are like making fun of that same insecurity I have, like, I feel like I will only have that empathy if I've experienced it, and I feel like I've experienced a lot of like insecurity in my life that I empathize with a lot of people, and I never try to see someone for their weakness or their at least their hidden weakness. But honestly, still feel like that side of me is still very like not controversial, but like contradictory because I still judge people myself, and sometimes I'm unkind, which I try not to do. But I don't know. Yeah, that's just my thoughts. I mean, those are my thoughts for today. Yeah, one thing I'm grateful for is that I'm gonna watch Superman today, so hopefully that'll be great. Um, yeah, but something I'm planning to do today, or at least is just study for my interview because I do have a case study due and it's just like really broad, so I'm not really sure how to tackle it. They said not to use AI, so I'll try my best not to. But I do some of the questions I don't really know how to answer, but I think as long as I have the right approach, I'll be able to tackle it fine. But yeah, yeah. I'm really disappointed in myself that I wasn't able like to go to church today. Like, but I feel like the only thing holding me back is that the last time I went to church, like near my near my B&B right now, was that I had to talk to other people and introduce myself. And as a person, like I hate introducing myself. I hate making small talk. I just want to get into like deep conversations, and just being that introductory is just like so surface level. It's really like hard to. I don't really know how to say this, but yeah, like in interviews, like you have to portray like a different version of yourself. I mean, at least you have to, but you have to portray a version of yourself that is trying to be something else. Like you want this job because they want someone that is outgoing, um, personable. I'm not sure if that's a real word or if it means the same as the first word, but someone that's outgoing, also like um, someone they want to work with, I guess, for the next. But there's different molds for that, so I have to. I think the best approach is just to be myself, and honestly, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But be- because I saw that glimpse of hope, that I don't have to like I have something else to do in the fall rather than doing classes and doing a part-time job. I could do an internship that is really cool and would be a great addition to my resume. Because I saw that glimpse of hope, I've been thinking way too ahead about what if I do get it, you know? Like, but I should be focusing on actually the journey. And right now I haven't been doing that. Like I've been pretty much procrastinating and dreading the interview rather than really focusing on what I should be studying and whatnot. Yeah, one of my goals for today is just to start this book. It's called Discipline is Destiny by Ryan Holiday. I got this book like 2 years ago. Never opened it, but hopefully it's good because I think my manager bought me it for it's just let's say The Power of Self Control. Honestly, should I really be reading this rather than the Bible? Like I don't know, maybe it'll help me for my self control, but yeah. Hopefully it'll be interesting. I'll just read this on at least try my goal is just to read at least like 20 pages. And yeah, maybe it'll be good. Uh but yeah, that's my recap for today. And about all the issues I said about it earlier, like, fuck it already happened. I feel like the good part of having bad memory, like myself, is that I learn how to like forgive and forget easily. And I'm a very forgiving person. But yeah, I feel like I still have a lot to grow and a lot to mature in the next like year or two. I still feel like I'm a kid compared to these all these other like interns. And I'm like one of the oldest, which is not good. So that's something I need to work on, just like my self growth. And you're just like feels kind of stupid to like keep working myself, and I'm always on the wrong path. But at least I'm trying for myself. My room is like super dirty. I need to clean up. But yeah, I guess that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be the thinker. I've been thinking a little too much. So yeah, I need to decide what is the best course of action in the next hour. Not hour, sorry. Next day. Yeah. So I'm gaining a little blood. Yeah, let's feel. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.